Oh, I've already got it marked on my map. That's my destination, not where I am. It's a very good start to know that I am incapable of reading the maps that I made for myself. Just checking, is the audio okay for everyone? I know we've had some balance issues in the past. Yeah, the armor designs in general in this are really good. Especially some of the alien ones, maybe no name's Tal. I'm a little bit quiet. I can adjust this. There. Put the gain up a little bit. Is that better? Let's go do some exterminating with our, incredibly combat-focused party. That's better. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's go into a mine and let's quick save. I said let's quick save game. Thank you. Is there any video game we've ever gone into a mine and it hasn't been followed by bad things? I guess yes, non-combat Minecraft exists. Don't come at me with your logic. Stiletto 7. Straight in there with the inventory shuffling, because that sounds like a really good pistol. Yeah, that's just strictly better than the Stiletto 6 I'm currently using. And it's got an extra upgrade slot. And the only thing I have left is another combat scanner, which I've already got on there. Okay, I'll fill that later. Nothing on my radar yet, although I'm expecting right now to just suddenly burst out of wall sectors.
Over there!
Like that. Wait, no, I'm a rifle. Ah. This is a truly auspicious start to today's stream, and I've apparently forgotten how to play this game. Hello. Yeah, my shiny new pistol and its poison bullets.
I think we're done here.
I also think that. Oh no, not anymore. I had to go inside, didn't I? Why am I using like shield overload on them? They don't have shields. They are bugs. They don't have shields to sabotage or weapons to overheat, and I'm dying.
Area secured.
Stop saying that, because you are instantly proven wrong by more Ragnar appearing out of the floor. There we go. See, Liara, I know how this works. And apparently, currently, how it works is me getting shot and poisoned as well. Oh, a box. Oh, might check that armor out. I know I say I'm going to do no inventory shuffling and then immediately start. Tiny bit more shields, but no ability protection, so screw that.
Clear.
Need more Medigel. God, I'm looking forward to the later games where you have regenerating health. Or, like... regenerating health? I can't remember. I remember remember it being less annoying than the kind of persistent RPG health.
Perimeter clear.
But as we've learnt a number of times already over these streams, my memory of these games is not perfect, and I'm dying again. Maybe I should actually use the cover mechanics this game includes. What's so behind me? Oh, for God's sake! And this right here is why I quick saved before coming in. If enemies could not just directly spawn behind me, that seems cheap as hell. Okay, take 2. Open the box, get the pistol, equip the pistol, quick save again after that. Yeah, I could never get into Dragon Age Origins. Like, it's... You know how it is when you're like, this game is good, but it's also old and slow, and I am too much of a current generation gamer to get used to it. Quick save again. Take the correct gun out. Because while sniping is all well and good, in the confines of a mine, doesn't really work. Come on.
I sense trouble.
There's one over there. Remember where they spawn, it should help a lot. Although apparently where they spawn is directly behind me, and or like directly underneath Tali and murder her. Great. That's a great start. I should really be using cover mechanics more. Liara, that is not how you use cover. You shouldn't just stand there and face into the wall. That's not going to help anyone. Okay, they're all down. We should get an all clear, which should bring Tali back.
All clear. That one had my name on it.
There we go. Go over here, have some more spawn. There we go. Shoot that. Liara gets shot. I actually take cover for once. Still get shot.
Think we're good, Commander?
God, this whole cover thing talks a big game, but talks a lot of big game for someone with such a small cover mechanic. Now,
Clear.
okay, they're all dead. There was a box around here, right? Box. Anyone? Box? No. Huh. Really around here. Well, are these things crabs? I mean, they're alien bugs. There's certainly some crab qualities to them. They've got the pincers and that, but also tentacles and general insect morphology, I guess. No, they're behind me. Okay.
Perimeter secured.
We're clear, so quick save. The F6 button is your friend. Take these guns, they're not very good. Shoot these rats. All important steps in the process.
It's over now.
Take cover. Why would you say that, Liara? That's tempting fate in the extreme.
All targets eliminated.
The main difference between these and crabs, I feel, is if they were crabs, they would be on my side. Love crab. We good? No, we're not. Now are we good? No, there's still one over there. And it's really hard to get an angle on it. It makes sense to rain. Oh, there's a box. Wait. You can just walk over these things? I assumed they were obstacles. This is what I get for expecting video game logic in my video game. Okay, we have 2 doors here. Both of them are multi-specifications, so whatever. Quick saving there. This whole video is just going to be an ode to the F6 key. Come on out. It's like no cover here, which I don't love. But I think it's just your standard. This pit is going to throw tons of enemies at you. Try not to die. Try and remember that your gun overheats. And there's the boss. Tully is in stasis. Not quite as this Ragni have biotics. Oh wait, I haven't thought of that. Get damned. There you go. Yeah, you can get up now. There we go. Wow, that's an interesting getting up animation. Just dead. Okay, that's this room cleared. Just open this box. Wait for a window. I'm not going to get it. Damn. Spend some gel. I've got like 600 gel. 700. Okay, yeah. Got so much gel because, you know, you just melt your inventory and then you use the melted remains to open boxes with. That's how video games work, right? Heal everyone. F6. Open the door. Come on out. You sense trouble. You think? Could it be because of these alien bugs that are currently attacking us? Who do you think you are, Deanna Troy? I sense a threat from these aliens that are currently trying to murder us. There we go. Records of the Ragni War suggest brood warriors, the male-gendered Ragni, because we've got to put in that gender binary even when we're talking about space crabs. You know, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Ragni on Nemos. Is it safe to say that? Like, that feels very like you killed that Ragni and just gone, well, jobs are good, let's go.
All targets eliminated.
Let's see if I can open this box any better than the last one. Yes, I can. Look at that window. Some new medium armor I should probably check out. Proton rounds, okay. Blazeball has taught us that crabs do not care about the gender binary. Amen. No, that seems worse. Please stop the dramatic heartbeat effects. I'm going to use some Medigel, like, as soon as I can. It's on cooldown game. I get the message. I can't believe I can just walk over those things, and I assumed they were actually trying to make this into a maze. I'm running seriously low on Medigel, but at least the noise has shut up. That looks like this planet done. Or at least the game has informed me that this planet is done, because I've just gone like, yep, cool, killed 6 Ragni. You only had 6 Ragni on the planet, right? That's about right? Yeah, cool. We out! Back to the ship. And you know what going back to the ship means? That's right. It's story time. Oh, we leveled up during that, didn't we? Let's... Got most of the things I was particularly aiming for. Oh, if I put a couple more points into fitness, it'll give me more health, which is good on account of I keep getting murdered. And also immunity, which gives me damage protection for a while, which is great, because, as I say, I keep getting murdered. And I can't open the tactical wheel to put it on a hotkey while I'm in here, so I'll forget to do that later. But yes, it's story time. Let's see what else we've unlocked in the codex. Must be something on account of its flashing. Oh, and just quickly turn the sound effects off, so that the dramatic voice of the codex isn't trying to talk over me. I voice this channel, god damn it. Oh wow, there seems to be a lot of stuff. Buckle up, I guess. The Rachni, filed under extinct races, somewhat optimistically. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system, and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive-mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the Hive Queens that guided the race beneath the surface of their toxic homeworld. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the Queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender. Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy, but not particularly effectively, as it turned out, on account of I'm still needing to go and do a bunch of eradicating myself. What have we learned about non-council races? A bunch. The Elcor, whom I love, in case anybody has missed me saying this already. I love Elcor, they're great. The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Decuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has coloured their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Everybody loves evolutionary psychology, and it's not a complete hack field at all. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and some vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they're being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Decuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys. Young for their ability to just express my intended emotion out loud and avoid social anxiety. Yeah, mood, really. The Hanar, whom I also love. Yeah, this whole series is just going to be my outpourings of love for side characters and looking at all the protagonists like, really? The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. Space Canadians. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. I could talk about xenolinguistics for a very long time. It's one of my favourite bits of sci-fi, but I shan't. Their homeworld, Karjay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of clouds. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language. And it's prompting me to mod messages, and I can't do that from here. Streamlabs. Okay, yeah, I just had to allow that comment because for some reason saying if this is not very trans, I don't know what is, gets flagged up. Thanks, Twitch. But yes, it is. Extremely. And the Volus, who I don't love as much as the Elcor and the Hammer, but then that's a high bar. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they're also a client race of Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen and oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. So they're basically fish people. That hadn't really occurred to me, but they're deep-sea fish people. I like them more now that I've characterized them as deep-sea fish people. It's like the easy way to make me love anything is just turn it into a sea creature. The Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy. The fact that you can't place them on humanoid races is homophobia, right? This is why Mass Effect 3 was such a huge thing, because the multiplayer, you could, it was like a dozen to start with, and then they added more different classes, a lot of which were not human. I think they might have been all humanoid, actually. Anyway. Engine limitations, I guess. Yeah, and that's the other thing, I don't love the characterization of the Volus, because having one species where their thing is they're all the traders and brokers and bankers, that leads quite quickly to problematic things. I'll leave that there, but yeah, it is. I don't think the Volus go too hard into that sphere, but the potential is very much there. Let's talk about humans. And Earth. Most of you watching this will know Earth on account of that's where all these videos are hosted. I don't think you can get YouTube or Twitch beyond Earth. So, the homeworld and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce and art. The great cities are greening as archaeology, skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Wow, that seems relatable right now. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less relatable. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. That tracks. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. Why is the least believable part of that sentence the word late? Given how much we have doubled down on ecological damage just in the 13 years since this game came out. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances. You can but hope. The First Contact War. Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races on account of it was. Just go out into the universe and poke everything you see and see what happens. Full-on Manifest Destiny. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defences, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet under Admiral Castagna Drescher launched a strong counter-offensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilised for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution. So yes, we almost got wiped out by poking our noses where they didn't belong, saved by diplomacy, and however many years later we are now, humanity at large has not got that message that maybe diplomacy is good and will lead to you not dying. Planets and locations. Planet Neveria, where we went, and won't be going back. So, anyway, Neveria is a cool, rocky world, with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Neveria Development Corporation holding company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Neveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Neveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. Sure, that sounds like CEOs. By special arrangement, Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance agents are granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the Executive Board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it's understandable that Neveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories. Also, we have Vermeer, where we haven't been yet, and won't be going next. That's like plot mission 5, and we're going to be going to Pharos next, in case anyone was wondering. Vermeer is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone created a wide equatorial band of humid tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts of colonization. Somebody on this writing team just really loves the physics of planet formation. Many times, the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with the various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer, most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbours than build for themselves. This paragraph gets written by Ayn Rand. Ships and vehicles. Sovereign. This will be, significant, I'll just say that. Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectre Saren, an enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet. Sovereign is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it's a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive element 0 core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power. And technology. Let's talk about the mass relays. They go ka-choo. Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They're enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years off from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional, A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays, whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species, because they're all more sensible than humans. Made me remember the old Mass Effect dubstep I used to listen to. That sounds awful, and also I want to hear it immediately. Any secondary things? Oh my god, yes, so many codex hits. Yeah, we did that. Asari religion. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Siari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness, every life within it is an aspect of the greater whole, and death is a merging of one's spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. So what, like, was that Parmenides did? It's one of the ancient Greeks. Siarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy returned to the universal consciousness upon death will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Siari became popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. Okay, the fact that Asari even can have sex with any form of life, they wouldn't have only discovered that after they left their homeworld and met other sentients. Like, I'm sure that's when they were prepared to admit it, but I think they discovered it before then. Just saying. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Siari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between the disparate shards of the universe's awareness. Before the rise of Siari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivor of those days is the monotheistic religion worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycles through the triple aspects of maiden, matron, and matriarch. The Special Task Group. Solarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Tasks Group. STG operators work in independent cells, performing dangerous missions such as counter-terrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. The STG is a proactive organization, puncturing worrisome trends before they become movements. At any time, a dozen groups are operating covertly within the lawless Terminus systems, sowing dissent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge-point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. I'm sure they were expected by someone. STG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. They're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they're akin to the Council Spectres. Recently, a number of STG cells have been redeployed from the Solarian Union. It's assumed they're in the Terminus and Attica Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. Let's have some Turian biology. The Turian homeworld, Palaven, has a metal-poor core generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Palaven evolve some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. Their reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term, low-level radiation exposure, but they do not possess any sort of natural armor. A Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles and directed energy bolts. Although life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it's based on dextro amino acids. This places the Turians in a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. The food of humans, Asari or Solarians, who evolved in levo amino acid-based biospheres, will at best pass through Turian systems without providing any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be fatal if not immediately treated. Yeah, like I say, somebody on this writing, well, at least one person on this writing staff, just really wanted to throw some science into it. More about extinct races. And this time they actually are extinct. The Mars ruins. After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Lowell City became the first permanent settlement on Mars in 2103. Within a decade, the United States and China had founded permanent settlements as well. The south polar region of Prometheus Planum developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts. In 2148, prospectors working near Deseado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharge of a Mass Effect core, struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect. Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While courts battled over who owned the ruins, the international scientific community coordinated a massive effort to access, translate, and interpret the databanks recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation post built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans are not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth orbit and on the lunar near side. The half-dozen Mass Effect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation. Let's learn about Krogan culture. And probably some Evo-Psych. The harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness just as it did the body, yeah, straight in there. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic, and blunt. They respect strength and self-reliance and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. The weak and selfless do not live long. In their culture, looking out for number one is simply a matter of course. After their defeat in the rebellions, the very concept of Krogan leadership was discredited. Where a warlord could once command enough power to bring entire solar systems to heel and become overlord, these days it's rare for a single leader to have more than 1,000 warriors swear allegiance to him. Most Krogan trust and serve no one but themselves. This solitary attitude stems in part from a deep sense of fatalism and futility, a profound social effect of the genophage that caused Krogan numbers to dwindle to a relative handful. Not only are they angry that the entire galaxy seems out to get them, the Krogan are also generally pessimistic about their race's chances of survival. The surviving Krogans see no point to building for the future. There will be no future. The Krogan live with an attitude of kill, pillage, and be selfish. Tomorrow we die. Oh no, was the Mass Effect dubstep not good? I mean, I still expect you to send it me anyway, but you know. Quarian religion. The ancient Quarians practiced ancestor worship. Even after abandoning faith for secularism, Quarians continued to revere the wisdom of elders. As time passed and technology advanced, they inevitably turned their knowledge to preserving the personalities and memories of the elderly as computer virtual intelligences. These recordings became a repository of knowledge and wisdom, stored in a central databank and available through any extranet connection. They held no illusions that this was a form of immortality. Like all virtual intelligences, their electronically preserved ancestors were not truly sapient. This was considered a surmountable problem. Sapience could surely be reduced to simple mathematics. The Quarians began exhaustive research into creating artificial intelligence, so they could learn to escape the bounds of mortality and give their ancestral records true awareness. Unfortunately, the life the Quarians created did not accept the same truths they did. The Geth destroyed the ancestor databanks when they took over. In the centuries since they evacuated their homeworld, most Quarians have returned to religion in various forms. Many believe that the rise of the Geth and the destruction of their ancestors were chastisement for arrogantly forsaking the old ways and venerating self-made idols. Others have a more philosophical outlook, believing that their race was indeed arrogant, but no supernatural agency lay behind the Geth revolt. Rather, the Quarians' actions wrought their own doom. Either way, every Quarian would agree that their own hubris cost them their homeworld. Love the Quarians, so sad that we have never seen what they look like under their masks. Never happened, and nobody can convince me different. But no, I think this is such a nice background bit of story, because it avoids... Because yes, the Quarians as a whole have the whole thing of, we created computers, but too much. But normally when you get that, it's presented in a very kind of mad science way. We did this because we could, and science, haha! But the fact that here they've got it as propelled mainly by spirituality it's a very nice twist that I can't think of many other places that have seen that. Oh hey, more about humanity. Did we do this? No. Genetic engineering. In the 22nd century, manipulation of the human genome became commonplace. Techniques of genetic engineering advanced to the point where the rich could custom-build fetuses that grew into stronger, smarter, and more attractive adults. In more permissive regions, custom-designed life forms and uplifted animals occupied an ill-defined niche between property and sapient being. A lot to unpack in that sentence. Travel to planets with unique forms of life brought an awareness that Earth's unique biodiversity could be lost if spliced and hybridized to gain useful alien quantities. The Sodom-Walcott Genetic Heritage Act was passed by the Systems Alliance Parliament in 2161. It imposed sharp restrictions on controversial uses of genetic engineering, but provided government subsidies for beneficial applications. Mass Effect is a dystopia, yeah, low-key, yes. Screening and therapy. Most governments provide free assessments and corrective therapy for genetic diseases in prospective parents. This has nearly eliminated everything from cystic fibrosis to nearsightedness. Yeah, my disability rights brain is currently screaming at this whole paragraph. Yeah. The earlier screening and therapy is performed, the more comprehensive the results. Though ideally performed on artificially fertilized zygotes in a lab, procedures are available for embryos in the womb and newborns out of respect for personal beliefs. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Yikes, and indeed, yikes. Enhancement. Improvement of natural human abilities is legal, but adding new abilities is not, which is a super arbitrary line. Treatments to improve strength, reflexes, mental acuity, or appearance are permitted. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. Why? Some genetic enhancement is provided for free to Alliance military recruits, but the average citizen must pay for the privilege. This process can take years to reach fruition in an adult. Yeah, mental acuity. Genetic engineering for mental acuity, gotta love the eugenics. Nobody clipped me saying gotta love the eugenics. Engineering. Artificial hybridization of genes from compatible non-human species with human genetic code is illegal. Creation of designed life is broadly legal and mainly used for terraforming and medical applications. But sentient creatures are heavily regulated, and the creation of sapient life is outlawed by both the Systems Alliance and the Citadel Council. Gotta arbitrarily draw that line somewhere, clearly. There was a lot in there. So let's move on to talking about military doctrine, which, in the communist future, the only permitted use of gene therapy will be to give people cat ears. Truly, the future liberals want. Military doctrine. This is also going to be completely fine and not worrying. The Alliance military is of great concern to the galaxy. Do we even need to continue after that sentence? Humans, yeesh. At first contact with the Turians, they were completely inexperienced. Turian disdain changed to respect after the relief of Shanxi, where the humans surprised them with novel technologies and tactics. The human devotion to understanding and adapting to modern space warfare stunned the State Council races. For hundreds of years, they'd lived behind secure walls of long-proven technologies and tactics. The Council regards the Alliance as a sleeping giant. Less than 3% of humans volunteer to serve in their military, a lower proportion than any other species. While competent, Alliance soldiers are neither as professional as the Turians nor as skilled as the Asari. Their strengths lie in fire support, flexibility, and speed. They make up for lack of numbers with sophisticated technical support, VIs, drones, artillery, electronic warfare, an emphasis on mobility and individual initiative. Their doctrine is not based on absorbing and dishing out heavy shocks like the Turians and Krogan. Rather, they bypass enemy strongpoints and launch deep into their rear, ladies, cutting supply lines and destroying headquarters and support units, leaving enemies to wither on the vine. On defense, the human military is a rapid reaction force that lives by Sun Tzu's maxim: he who tries to defend everything defends nothing. Garrisons are intended for scouting rather than combat, avoiding engagement to observe and report on invaders using drones. The token garrisons of human colonies make it easy for alien powers to secure them, for which the Alliance media criticises the military. However, the powerful fleets stationed at phase gate nexuses such as Arcturus are just a few hours or days from any colony within their sphere of responsibility. In the event of an attack, they respond with overwhelming force. Yeah, that didn't sound like a propaganda piece at all. At all. Ships and vehicles. Space combat tactics. Shells lofted by surface navies crash back to Earth when their acceleration is overwhelmed by gravity and air resistance. In space, the projectile has unlimited range. It will keep moving until it hits something. Practical gunnery range is determined by the velocity of the attacker's ordnance and the maneuverability of the target. Beyond a certain range, a small ship's ability to dodge trumps a larger attacker's projectile speed. The longest range combat occurs between dreadnoughts, whose projectiles have the highest velocity, which are the least maneuverable. The shortest range combat is between frigates, which have the slowest projectile velocities and the highest maneuverability. Opposing dreadnoughts open with a main gun artillery duel at extreme ranges of tens of thousands of kilometers. The fleets close, maintaining evasive lateral motion. While keeping their bow guns facing the enemy. Fighters are launched and attempt to close to disrupt torpedo range. Cautious admirals weaken the enemy with range fire and fighter strikes before committing to close action. Aggressive commanders advance so cruisers and frigates can engage. At long range, the main guns of cruisers become useful. Friendly interceptors engage enemy fighters until the attackers enter the range of ship-based Guardian fire. Dreadnoughts fire from the rear, screened by smaller ships. Commanders must decide whether to commit to a general melee or retreat into FTL. At medium range, ships can use broadside guns. Fleets intermingle, and it becomes difficult to retreat in order. Ships with damaged kinetic barriers are vulnerable to wolf-pack frigate flotillas that speed through the battle space. Only fighters and frigates enter close knife-fight ranges of 10 or fewer kilometers. Oh my god, what have you just clipped? Was that... drive deep into the enemy's rear, ladies? Oh, okay, that's my legacy right there. Fighters loose their disruptor torpedoes, bringing down a ship's kinetic barriers and allowing it to be swarmed by frigates. Guardian lasers become viable weapons, swatting down fighters and boiling away warship armor. Neither dreadnoughts nor cruisers can use their main guns at close range. Laying the bow on a moving target becomes impossible. Superheated thruster exhaust becomes a hazard. And finally, some technology. Life as a biotic. Sounds like just an article in some bad magazine. Maybe it was. Maybe this is all a very bad magazine. Biotics possess extraordinary abilities, but they must live with minor inconveniences. The most obvious issue is getting adequate nutrition. Creating biotic mass effects takes such a toll on metabolism that active biotics develop ravenous appetites. The standard Alliance combat ration for a soldier is 3,000 calories per day. Biotics are given 4,500, as well as a canteen of potent energy drink for a quick refreshment after hard combat. Another issue is electric charge. Electricity accumulated in Starship drive cores must be discharged, and so must the electricity in a biotic unit. Biotics are prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. Unfortunately, human biotics also face suspicion and persecution, beginning with the popular misconception that they can read and control minds. Biotics symbolize the dehumanization of mankind to people philosophically or religiously opposed to gene modification or cybernetics. Militaries are the only organizations that always welcome biotics, offering them huge recruitment incentives. The military is always welcoming for marginalized populations, because we need you to die for us and we'll pay you for it. They give them a canteen of Red Bull, yeah. That's all being a biotic is just out on the battlefield, throwing people around with your brain and chaining cancer monster. And finally, Communications Administration, or indeed Administration, as they've written. While convoys allow rapid transmission, there's a finite amount of bandwidth available. Given that trillions of people may be trying to pass a message through a given boy at any one time, access to the network is parceled out on priority tiers, something net neutrality. The Citadel Council and the Spectres have absolute priority. If they're using all the bandwidth, everyone else must wait. Individual governments and their militaries enjoy the next highest tier. During wartime, civilian communication can suffer hours or even days of lag. Intelligence agencies study ping time through various systems to predict military build-ups. Below the governments and militaries, bandwidth priority is sold to the highest bidder. Media conglomerates, particularly headline news networks, purchase higher priority to provide their viewers with timely information. Corporations that require timely information and response capability, for example financial institutions, investment firms, also invest heavily in priority access. The funds acquired through sales of bandwidth are used to maintain and expand the communications infrastructure. While everyone with a computer has guaranteed free and unlimited access to the galactic extranet, they're last in line for bandwidth and may have to wait for their request to be processed. Bandwidth resale corporations use investment capital to purchase blocks of high-priority access made available by paid subscription. Did they really think this is a good thing? I don't know. So much of how they describe humanity in Mass Effect is like patently dystopian when you think about it, but there's very little active criticism of it in the game, but there's some things that you could read as they were trying to criticize it and be subtle and they were just bad at it. But yes, I honestly don't know. But this all sounds awful. You have guaranteed free and unlimited use of the internet, except you might have to wait several days at a time for that because corporations have already stolen all your bandwidth. Great. And that's the codex caught up with, and this time it didn't take us an hour and 3/4. Oh, or not. There's still new things? Oh, apparently I missed something. I did miss things. Let's talk about combat drones. Which, I feel we all already know what combat drones are. Drones are small robots used to support and supplement organic soldiers on the battlefield. They have no artificial intelligence of any kind, but follow fixed, minimally adaptive programs. Most varieties employ Mass Effect levitation to improve mobility. All modern armies rely on veritable fleets of drones for routine soldiering, set garrisons, patrols, etc. The use of drones in non-critical duties keeps manpower needs down and reduces casualties in low-intensity conflicts. Less advanced races and cultures with less sensitivity to casualties have correspondingly fewer drones in their inventory. And we're back to staggeringly bad takes delivered with a completely straight face. Having fewer combat drones is a sign of less advanced species. What? Jesus Christ. Drones are of little use in conventional open field battles as they're poorly armed and armoured. In addition to combat drones, support drones are used to assist organic units in the field. Reconnaissance drones are small, stealthy craft that screen combat units in the field and warn commanders when enemies are spotted. Electronic warfare drones supplement battlefield technicians, serving as mobile jammers and ELINT, or electronic intelligence gathering platforms. Close parenthesis. Like, there's so much wrong with this whole entry, but that lack of close parenthesis is really bothering me. Military and civilian police utilize Dazzler drones equipped with powerful strobe lights to disorient and subdue intruders using non-lethal force. Drone formations are officially referred to as wings, i.e. deploy the 4th Assault Drone Wing on the left flank. Common soldiers often refer to friendly formations as flocks and enemy formations as swarms. Yeah, that whole thing should have been in fairly poor taste then. So it's the drone users in the Air Force are still traumatized by using them and take ethical responsibility. Yep. I mean, I guess they're trying to get around that with, oh, these aren't AI drones, but also they're not strictly controlled because they're just running on kind of soft AI programs. But still, somebody manufactured and programmed and deployed them. Yeah. Yikes. And disruptor torpedoes, which at least are things that don't exist right now. Disruptor torpedoes are powered projectiles with warheads that create random and unstable mass effect fields when triggered. These fields warp space-time in a localized area. The rapid asymmetrical mass changes cause the target to rip itself apart. In flight, torpedoes use a mass-increasing field, making them too massive for enemy kinetic barriers to repulse. This extra mass gives torpedoes very sluggish acceleration, making them easy prey for defensive Guardian weapons, so torpedoes have to be launched at very close range. Torpedoes are the main anti-ship weapon used by fighters. They're launched from point-blank range in ripple-fire waves reminiscent of the ancient Calliope rocket artillery launchers, thus their popular nickname, Callies. By saturating defensive Guardian systems with multiple targets, at least a few will get through. And now we are actually done with the Codex. Yeah, didn't take us an hour and 3/4, so I'm going to keep doing this weekly and keep on top of it all. So, journal, you're flashing. What have we got? We've got plot worlds to go to, but first we had another side quest. Yes. The Rachni turned up on investing those other planets because they'd received drone deliveries from an Alliance depot, and it was all very shady, and they probably seeded Rachni on there just to see what would happen, because that's the kind of thing that they do. So let's go and investigate the depot. Argos Row coordinate system. Argos Row. Phoenix. Choo! I haven't turned sound effects back on, have I? That's going to bother me, so I'm just going to quickly do that now. Nothing but professional streaming here on my channel. I've been going Pachoo every single time I take a mass relay in this whole game, and frankly I'm going to continue. Because it amuses me. Okay, so let's just quickly check all the planets. Anything good? No. Anything good? Vectra, which is a great name. I don't know why it just seems very dramatic. Anything good in the planet Cameron? Discovered by somebody named Cameron, I'm guessing. Just like this is my planet now, and it will be named Cameron. Charblue, which is a Pokemon. And Slekon, which is... I'm sorry, but it's a very bad name. Okay, there's nothing in this system that we haven't already seen. Except this unidentified space facility. Do you think it might be Depot 623? This space station appears to have been assembled off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hull markings, and it's not broadcasting any ID signal. Take my girls. Already a bunch of red on my map. I think it just saved for a quick save. Already a bunch of red on my map, so weapons hot straight off. No. Open this door and probably take cover immediately. Oh, that's just warm. God, I hate this layout.
Heads up!
Oh, my head is very much up. Oh right, okay, the Rachni. I was expecting humans for some reason. Why was I not expecting Rachni when we've come investigating the building the Rachni came from? Something tells me I may have not fully engaged my brain on this mission. cover properly.
All targets
And not
eliminated.
getting stuck crouching and walking away from the weird duck walk. Let's open these weapon locker. Just like, yes, your facility was not broadcasting an ID signal. That means we can just take whatever we like from it, right? And the hard one. I should have gone for that. Ah! So close, so close. Oh well, I have like 700 armor gel. These things are not good, but sure, I guess. Okay, there's a quest marker over there. How do we get over there? Why have you built such a maze of boxes? Once again, I am asking you to actually organize your ship properly. Is this the cargo hold? And if not, why is it full of all your cargo? And seriously, how do I get through? And the map doesn't say anything, obviously. Ah, this is promising. Man trying to get through this shipmate, right? It's like, how do any of the people who actually work here get around? Or how did they get around before being presumably eaten by Ragmine? There's the door, thank God. Okay, quest markers are that way, so I'm going these ways. Get some more Medigel because I keep getting murdered. Anything. Nothing. Why are you walking so slowly? Why have you dropped into crouch? Shepard. Calm. Ooh, lots of stuff in here though. Override the medical station. A procedure remarkably similar to defusing a 2-kiloton nuclear bomb. Get some armor that I won't use. But also 3 Medigel, excellent. Open this. Tier 7 medium armor. Might check that, although it's by Alanus, so it's probably crap. Ooh, better polonium rounds. Because yes, I'm using polonium rounds, despite the fact that that's at least one kind of war crime. Just putting that out there. Mediocre guns. Does this secure locker have any less mediocre guns? Reasonable, and I might use that upgrade just because I don't have any other upgrades. And I have this slot just begging to be used. Rail extension, so this will hit harder but also overheat quicker. Yeah, whatever. I like weapons like that are kind of like slow rate of fire, semi-automatic, but it's very much just bam, one shot, dead. There's a gun in Mass Effect 2 I'm very much looking forward to for that exact reason. Cool. Some bullets with even more polonium in. This armor is worse. Like I say, it's only tier 4, but the one I've got on is by Rosenkopf, who are like the best armor manufacturer in the game. Or maybe second best. There's a whole set of like special elite Spectre only stuff that you can buy at the Citadel, which I've just realised I might be able to afford. Might have to go and check that out. Do you buy it at the Citadel? I think you buy it at the Citadel. Yeah, because there's the Spectre Requisition Officer guy. Let's open the terminal.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Play the first entry.
Sigma
Let's
23
read
is almost fully
diaries.
operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I do not think I have heard of that organization before.
We've literally been fighting them. Liara, pay attention. You were there. You probably got killed by them a bunch. Come on.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
So yeah, if anyone's not got it, these packages are Rachni that they've been breeding on Noveria, close to the master control units because the Queen was there, and just using them as weapons.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
A Rachni experiment gone awry. Again.
Yes, see, Tarly says again, because she remembers the last time we fought Rachni that were being bred by Cerberus, in a Cerberus facility. Liara, you were there too. It was Cerberus. You remember Cerberus? They shot at us a lot. We murdered them. Anyway, anything else we can investigate? No, that's everything.
Let's go.
The escape Rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the north. Download all the data. Anything in here before I blow it up? No. Arms ground charge. 70 seconds to navigate this ridiculous maze, and also now there are Rachni? Question mark? Oh god. Which way is out? Why did I not quick save before I press that button? There's some things here. Many Rachni. Very bad. But I can pause to decrypt this box. Video game. And get some deeply underwhelming guns from it. Ooh, those look potentially shiny. I will have to check them up on the way out after I get out even. I swear these crates weren't here on the way in, otherwise I would have picked them up there. Window. Window, please. Window. No window. Omni-Jello. Again with the deeply underwhelming guns. I get the feeling I was supposed to do this mission earlier in the game than I have. Wow, I have no idea how I did that so quickly. I was just navigating mostly on instinct. Clearly I vaguely remembered the way through. Not a thing I usually do. And return to the Normandy and watch it explode. Is that our last side quest? Yes, it is. So I'll tell you what, it's a little bit earlier than I would normally do this, but I am going to take a break. I will probably be about 10 minutes. And then we will go and actually do some plot. It's going to be good, I think. See you in 10. Go get a drink, stretch your legs, you know, all the usual stuff. Love you all. And we are back. Sorry for the slightly longer than intended break. Life has a way of happening. But should we actually go and do one of the plot missions now? Given that we've spent so long doing literally all the other things. We've had reports that Ferris has been attacked by the Geth. Let's go and see what that's about. To Ferris, Atticum Beta. Or realistically, to everywhere else in this cluster first.
Message coming in.
Side quests.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Atticum Beta cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Okay then. But let's look at every planet. Thoron. There's a name. Seeded. They got one medallion. Tanya. Zep. Zatorus. Named after an early colonist's misconception of how space worked. Grab our girls. And drop a car from the sky. Bounce. Seem to remember this being one of the prettier worlds. I mean, look at that sky texture. That's lovely. Unfortunately, this planet is super poisonous, well, reasonably poisonous. Some debris, an anomaly, and the thing we're actually going for, so naturally first we go for the anomaly, which is up the mountains here. Yes, I know I said we were doing a plot mission, but then they gave me a side quest, and how could I resist? Chance to drive this bouncy car. Given how interested people who wrote the codex clearly were in, like, the geophysics of planet formation and stuff, the actual planet surfaces you drive on are... they seem unrealistic. Also impractical. Get up this ridge, please. Come on, come on. There you go. And over the edge. Style points for that. Landed in the right direction and everything. Here we have a mysterious thing. Now, if this is the thing I think it is, which it might be, I'm going to quick save just in case. I don't think anything bad will happen, but my armor is not protecting me from this hazard. But here we have a big mirrored ball. It's a Prothean ruin as designed by Anish Kapoor. Let's recover it. A procedure remarkably similar to defeating the 2-kiloton nuclear bomb. And now it floats. Let's poke it. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside of the surface. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, remember back in episode 1? She gave us as a quest thing, just, here, have this ball. I don't know what it does. This is what it does. Hidden in a random world, just like random side object on a random world. Sure. You pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting. Slowly, your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You're alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head, no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to the caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life: the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that will claim your territory. Days roll into nights, back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder. Winter falls. You must range further for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It's on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it, its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later, to find yourself on Elatania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. I can't do the accent. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analysing the results of their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realising this is a mystery you will probably never solve. Forget about it. So yeah, just that was a small side quest reward hidden on a random planet where it gives you a whole bunch of text to read and some interesting world building. There's nothing else like this in the game. It's an odd thing. Super Poison's World never stopped anyone. But I've done about to go shops and apartments and make money selling or waste up to rich people. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's not go that way. That's the end of the map. We'll die. Let's go to this debris. Yeah, just a whole little, like, Twilight Zone episode in that one. Weird. Side quest, non-objective. I remember first playing this game frantically when she gives you the thing, just frantically googling what the hell do I do with this, and the internet being like, well, you take it to this planet, you get 3 pages of text, all summaries. I think it's cool. Mako surfing, full backflip, yeah. Wow, my throat is apparently not doing great today. Good to know. Seriously though, whoever designed these landscapes should die. Disclaimer, I am not, for legal purposes, inflicting death on anyone by way of might have involved in the construction of this game. And also just that would be mean. Come on, over the ridge, and then down again, and then up again. No, tack across it. Probably should tack across it the other way. In conclusion, can you get up this hill already? Would some of these perhaps be easier if I hadn't chucked myself down as far as possible by jump jetting off the top of mountains? Yes. Will I continue to do that anyway because it's funny? Yes. Right, what's that to the left? I saw something on my radar that isn't on the map. Over this bridge. Come on. Come on. There we go. Probably just like the metal deposit I can get for a handful of XP. But also it gets me money, and I seem to have a lot of that. Oh yeah, I was going to check on the Spectre equipment before I went to do that. I want to bother. Big hair. Probably not. I mean, I'll forget to do it later, but you know. What? Mako, just exist in the same linear physics as the rest of us for a minute, please. Strong landing, though.
Got it. I'm right here.
Yes, I know. I was trying to get to the Palladium. I know you're right here. Maybe stop being there, just move away. Lucky tell. Surveyed some Palladium. See, yeah, just casual 12,000 credits for that. I'll take that. But now back to the actual thing we're investigating. What we got sidetracked. Although, to be fair, the thing we're investigating is also a sidetrack. And I just got sidetracked from my sidetracks. Keep thinking there's something on the radar and it's just the setting of the chat overlay. You'd think I'd only made that mistake a handful of times, and you would be quite wrong. I see the debris. It's a thing. It's Crash Probe.
Got it.
Hello, Crash Probe. Do you have anything to give me? I think you do. If I remember how to play Frogger. Yeah, got some stuff that I probably won't use. Yes, no, Tally, stop thinking I'm trying to talk to you when I just want to get in the car. And now it's the actual side quest we were given before we got sidetracked from our sidetracks and sidetracks. It's like nested parentheses in maths. I'm just slowly working my way out through the sidetracks. God, even when you're barely going over anything, the Mako is still just so bouncy. So bouncy. Something pleasing about this ridiculous jet car. This is a large flat area, and as such I don't trust it. Oh, we've apparently taken some damage. When did that happen? Probably around the time I was flinging this off mountain while abandoned, but you know, when did this happen if we assume that it's not my fault? Those look like landmines. I'm going to quick save.
I'm on my way.
Why is it not letting me shoot? Can I not shoot these landmines? Oh, they're not landmines, they're dead, yeah. Or dead locals. I don't know.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
That is indeed the question. A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
This will not be easy.
I need to get back in the car because I'm dying. Where was this monkey? Do I have a new objective? Oh, I have a lot of objectives. Monkeys! Oh, it's got dark all of a sudden, one sec. That was the sound of all the cables in this room apparently being attached to each other, so when I moved it, pulled everything over. Fun! Let's investigate some monkey colonies. Because that's what we went in this grand space opera shooting game for, right? Taking a bouncy car to investigate some monkeys. I know that's what I paid and played developers for. Hello, monkeys. No module. 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 Colony the next. How are we searching these monkeys? I think we're just doing it Shepard style, which is pointing a gun at them and seeing if they drop anything. Because, you know, woman's got a brand. There's animals over here. Like screaming goats, but space monkeys. I feel there may be a reference in there I'm missing. I do not know what you mean with goats. Large deposit of gold. Only Hadley will be pleased. Double barrel roll. Nailed it. God, I just want like an SSX trick score display at the bottom of this sometimes when I'm driving around Mako. See, I still don't know what you mean with fainting goats. There's clearly some goat thing going on here that I'm unaware of. Have I just missed something? Do any of you have a module? Because I have guns. No module. 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 Damn it. I thought because that was the one standing still, maybe it would have a module. Goats, but if you start them, they just fall over. Oh yeah, I have heard of those. You are correct. Yes. And if you point a gun at them, shout. For investigation, I point a gun at it. That's a success. That's not how investigation works, sure. Yeah, I think Shepard would beg to disagree. And she would disagree through use of gun. Width plus investigation plus number of guns. Shepard learned investigation from the 80s, yeah. That's the thing, is we think this is Star Trek, whereas she thinks it's Miami Vice. And the worrying thing is, she might be right. More monkeys. Module? No module. No module? No module. No module. No module. No module. No module. No module. Ominous mine. No module. Any more for any more? Anyone got the module? There is apparently a searchable monkey over here. Thanks, HUD. Module? No module. Should I investigate this mine? Can I investigate this mine? I should get inside somewhere because that has me quick. I can investigate this mine. What's in the mine? Why am I willingly going into this mine? It seems like this could end badly. Well, I'm here now. Quick saving. Yes, these monkeys apparently have an advanced mining operation. Oh my god, there's more monkeys in here? Well, I'm glad I went into the mine, question mark? Module? No module. Yes, these space monkeys do seem to have really undergone a full industrial revolution while nobody's looking. This planet is weird, y'all. Explosives, because this is set up for a firefight. Module? No module. Box. The box also doesn't contain a module, but, you know, it's got some things that I can sell / melt. Aha, you. Do you have my module? No module. I think there was not a crate around here. Module? No module. There's a crate. Ah! Ooh, saved that. Didn't really deserve it, but I'll take it. No, that's going back to where I started. You there, space monkey. I have several guns and one word. It's module? No module. Open the door. Maybe the module will be in this room. More explosives. Module? No module. You? Module? No module. Lock crate. No module, and also some deeply meh guns. You know what, I'm just going to melt them all. Using a bit of Omnigel because I keep screwing up decryptions, but... I really hope one of the monkeys in this mine has the module, because otherwise, what was the point of it? Through this door.
Enemy contact.
Enemy contact? What? What enemy? What enemy?
Think we got him, Commander.
They're just monkeys, Liara. Calm down. I mean, I say just monkeys, as though monkeys aren't literally the worst. Module? No module. You, module.
He dropped the data module!
It is a miracle the data module is
There
still intact.
Go.
Your pilot should be able to relay this info to your superiors.
Oh, are we done? Was that it? Is it my top of my journal now? Recover the data module. I thought I just did. Or do I have to pick it up from where he dropped it? I'm confused. I'm gonna open this box. Equalizer 6 sniper rifle. Give me a second to check that out. It is worse than my next 7. Monkeys with crates of guns. Yeah, see, these monkeys are a clearly surprisingly advanced race whom I've just gone around harassing. When they make it onto the council, it's over for me. I got the module. Oh, now there are enemies. There you go. This is why this was set up for a firefight. It wasn't just the monkeys. Oh god, I'm dying. That cover was less useful than I thought. And now I can't see. Shield boost.
Shields are down.
Turns out one random crate is not good cover when you're Sorry, just the way he just ran at us and died on the way and continued into the wall. That's an emergent comedy moment right there. Gun Monkey should be a band name, right? And they should maybe do better Mass Effect dubstep, because apparently the stuff we've got is bad. Let's snipe these fools. You think you can snipe me? I am the sniper here. And now you are dead. Dead, I tell you. And you are surprisingly evasive, but also dead. You see how things go when you anger? Oh no, but now they're dead. See how this goes? You annoy me, gun, dead. There are 3 steps to this process, and if you skip step 1, you'll be much better off for it.
All targets eliminated.
All targets annoyed me, gun, eliminated. That's how it works. Have some message. Yeah, Gun Monkeys are definitely either like a Manchester indie band or a hard-hitting East Coast DJ duo. So are we done with the quest now? Yes. Okay, so we can leave this strange, terrifying, poisonous monkey planet. Godspeed, monkeys. Godspeed. Guess we're done. Should I go to the Citadel and check on that equipment before I go anywhere? Maybe it would make me die less. Yeah, I promise we are going to get to Pharos. I just want to take a quick detour. Because, I mean, the guy's just in CSEC, which is like the first thing you get to after you've docked. So, I don't know why I'm explaining myself. It's my Twitch stream now. I'm gonna go where I want. But after this, well, these are probably going to be wildly expensive, even for those of us who think they have lots of money. Oh yeah, and then I've got to walk off the ship for some reason. Why did I think you might dock at the Citadel but not want to get off? Grab the girls, even though it doesn't matter.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
That's... yeah, it is. God, the long lift was taking a long time to even arrive. Just a sec.
Exogeny Corp recently released an official statement regarding their missing survey team in the Hades Gamma Cluster. According to the statement, the remains of the survey team were discovered not far from their abandoned research camp. There were no survivors. It is believed the researchers were the victims of a random attack by raiders or mercenaries. Names will be released after next of kin are notified.
Is that the Arachni place? I think that was with all the Arachni. Or it was one of the other places where I've gone and murdered a lot of people. There are so many. Okay, inside Spectre positions is that way? Right, yes. Okay, keeper.
Hello, Commander.
What up?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks
Whatever,
for you,
shut up,
Commander.
let's just do this.
Enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, look at this shiny, shiny stuff, and also a new license. Break at 7, so right. Oh, look at those numbers! Like, I'm not going to buy it because none of my squad uses sniper rifles nor ever will. But look at it. Right, so I can't get the super special Spectre unique stuff, I think, until I start getting level 10. It might be tier 10 armor even. I think it might be around level 30. I don't know what level I am at the minute. Anyway. Is there anything better? Equalize 6. I'm already using a nag 7. Scorpion 6 armor. Is significantly better than what I've got on. I will buy one of those. For only 71,000 credits. That's not actually that bad. Yeah, there's nothing that's great here, but what I can do is equip that. Yeah, slightly lower tech biotic protection, but look at those shields. And with more shields comes less dying. I don't love the look of it, but it is what it is. And what was that one I just took off? Assassin 6. Can Liara use medium armor? No, not remotely. Oh no, it was the Titan 4 I just took off, which is light. And she can use. Aha. Oh, Liara, want better amp. Oh, she's already got that Prodigy 5. Brilliant. Although, this is better. Yeah, Casa's one of the top manufacturers in the game. Just making sure everyone's got good stuff before I sell everything else. Stinger 6, yeah, that's the good I'm getting for you right now. Stiletto 5, I have Stiletto 6 one. And Firestorm 6. The katana looks a little bit better.
Hello, Commander.
Yes, I know.
Show me what you got.
Do the thing.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander.
You already did.
Enjoy.
Selling things. Hell with it, just sell everything. I've made sure I've got solid enough equipment on this, what I will be using for this entire game. Cool. You know I said I was rich before? Well, that was like 1,000,000 credits ago. Hashtag humble space brag, I guess. There's my shields finally recharging, now I have a lot more of them. Back to the ship and actually to the plot, shall we? Fit an hour of Theros in.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Didn't we already have that headline? Guys, I feel like you should not be repeating them. We've only had like 10. Sort it out. And maybe give me some longer headlines because these elevators take so long. I know I make fun of it every time I'm here, but frankly, they deserve it. So long. I think technically you don't even have to do Theros. I think you just do one of Nevaria and Theros, and then it gives you Vermeer, and then doing Vermeer gives you the final mission.
Stand by, shore party.
But as ever,
Decontamination
I could be wildly wrong, and off now. So...
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
If you wanted any actual hard information about the game I'm playing, this will stop the stream to come to. Let's just go and do a plot mission, shall we? But then this is always the way with BioWare stuff. There's like so much extra content that you can go to and it's entirely optional. To Pharos. To the Theseus system. Yes, actually do it and let's move. Okay, so there, you're back. And investigate all the other worlds just in case there's anything. Sighthound, nothing. Logan. Good film, but nothing. Lana. Cobalt, which makes sense on the blue rock planet. And Sharing. It's carrying. With the protein data disk. But now we go to Pharos, where we're actually meant to go. The Exogeny Corporation has founded a pilot colony on Pharos to explore the Prothean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. That's an archaeological heaven right there. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbled debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Pharos was a much colder world in the past. Pharos has 2 large moons, Orkan and Father and Varde. Depends what language it's from. Anyway, let's land. Unique cinematics for plot missions. That's really cool. This is like full on Mobius up there. Well, things can't be that bad. The docking systems still work. Yes, indeed. Ooh, plot missions. That's all we do on this channel, is just going hard for the plot every time. Never get distracted by side quests. Never have, never will. Let's get off the ship, shall we? Which of these 6 people should I pick?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
This is the same dock as in the Citadel, just with a slight change of texture to make it look dilapidated.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Take cover!
Ah. I was just about to have doubts about that guy because of the way he was talking. But I guess they don't matter anymore because he got immediately exploded. God, I possibly am spending too much of this stream laughing at people's deaths, but in my defense, it was really funny. It's a good thing these points of polonium rounds work just as well on Geth as they do on organics. Yes, I could be changing out my weapons for ones that work better against synthetics, but I'm not going to. And my sensors are jammed, which is bad. Okay, these corridors look to be set. Oh, wait. No, we just came from there. So pushing forward, we'll take us onto another dock where there appears to be nothing, but there might be loot. Or there could be nothing on account of its block. Okay, let's go the way that's not blocked. Yeah, my sensors being jammed makes me assume there are hoppers about. There they are. Oh yes, we need the cinematic to introduce them here, because you might not have been to the barrier at this point. Yeah, I'm on that. Like the apple. Yeah, the ragdoll physics in this in general is kind of hilarious.
Perimeter clear.
Which is, you know, one of the other reasons I bring Liara. It's not just that she's my wife, it's that
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
she's got all the biotics to ragdoll enemies. It's really funny. People with names?
No,
Must talk.
Dying first, the Geth will surely kill us all.
Cool. Well, you're fun to talk to. You deserve that name, clearly. What about you?
How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
Let's find out. Better? Yeah. Oh, no. I thought he was dead. No, he just motion glitched for a second. Yeah, the people appear to not be dead, which is nice.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
Great, thanks. Vital contribution to this.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
Yes, I know. They just tried to kill me, so I murdered them. That's my technique. Have you considered murdering them? It works for me. I mean, I have 4 guns, but I'm only ever using 2, so you can borrow one.
There, dear. You'll get through this. Just relax.
My headaches are getting better. I just have to stop thinking about the past.
The Geth just keep coming.
Great.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally
Hello,
forgotten by
Off-Worlder,
the
whom I
rest
am
of the
facing
galaxy.
away from.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know. I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I see no major injury, but something must be causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
I just got an achievement and I don't know why. I think it might have been from my parent not high enough. Codex point for next Saturday. Totally not reacting to Tully's. If she's got pain, there must be something causing it to think. As somebody with a spontaneous pain syndrome.
Oh, Commander.
Let's find out.
I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia.
I mean, yes, we have been doing
Sorry,
a lot of
Commander.
other things.
Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Ragdoll in out of nowhere. And you're dead. And you're not quite dead. How dare they take 2 shots to kill? Oh my god, she has problems disorder. It's terrible affliction sweeping the world. People with this syndrome have issues. Why are you facing that way, Shepard? Why do you think I would ever want to do that?
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
It depends. Does not letting you die involve shooting Geth? Good at that, and not a lot else. I'm sorry, did I say shooting? I meant diplomacy? Question mark. I think that guy may have
Perimeter
died.
secured.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to go this way to stop Geth. Tower. Spicy diplomacy, yeah. That's what this pistol is named. This pistol is spicy diplomacy, my rifle is loud diplomacy. My inability to operate the combat wheel is spicy. Stupid. Oh, that's the point. I never put my new ability on my keys. Right, that's on 7. Cool, I'll forget that. By the time I got my rifle out, they've already shot all. Let's see. Ah, here we are. dead, which is rude. Now you're dead. There's something big down there, but I can't see what. You just leveled up. Good for me. And you're dead. And you're dead. And you're dead now. And now we have a cutscene now. Diplomacy to the squeakle. Yeah.
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
That's what Liara calls her pistol. She's not nearly as cool as me. Anything over here? Yes. Get some bullets. Over to the medical station. Phoenix 6 is probably better than whatever Tali's got on. Yep, she's wearing a Phoenix 5, so that is just a straight upgrade. Yeah, no, that was rude. Liara is cool. Can't just go insulting Liara all over the place if I'm going to be doing her romance route. Which of course I am. Where did they want us to go now? I'm sure they said and I just wasn't listening. No, not that. Oh, I need to go back and camp in it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, yes, I am also more of a Tali girl, but she is, unfortunately, A, not romanceable in this game, and B, apparently straight, so it's fake, okay. Oh, well, that colonist's dead also. Let's get the sniper down there somewhere. You're ragdolling hilariously. Wow! Just slam into that wall. Liara is really carrying us in combat.
Perimeter secured.
Oh wait, I leveled up during that, didn't I? Yes. Yeah, I think that's what the achievement was going over 75% of Paragon, which maxes out my available charm slots. In fact, the game is wrong. Yeah. Yes, the game is labouring under the dreadful misconception that Talia is straight, but we just kind of have to deal with it. I now have a triple discount in stores, which is going to be such a problem with my 1.6 million credits. But more importantly, I have maxed out my charm and can take every blue response in the game, and just generally talk people into doing literally anything I want. Let's put some points into sniping, because I need to be better with my sniper rifles. Am I going the right way? Yes. Wait, am I? I don't know. Enemies over here, apparently. Is this the way? I don't think this is the way. This isn't the way. I've skipped a bit. Tali's just useless when it comes to women and doesn't think they're flirting with her, which, you know, relatable. Yes, I know. I'm literally repeatedly checking my map while going up a staircase. I have that bad of a sense of direction. And yet I managed to get through that crate maze in like 40 seconds while being attacked by Ragni. Clearly I should just be being attacked by more Ragni here. Well, they just broke the sky. Wait, what? Okay, that's... Am I just not paying attention, or is this level rearranging itself behind me? It's confusing me a lot. Okay, I'm on the right track now. Hello, I have returned to tell you that I killed a lot of Geth. How are you?
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
Thanks to Gun.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
But what's Exogeny? And has another corporation screwed up and caused this mission?
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony.
Why, yes.
The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
Diplomatic relations with the Geth TM. Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
Okay.
We'll get going then.
Good luck, Commander.
I can investigate, but I'm not going to. So, now we go to the elevator, which will actually be open. Are there any shops in town yet? No. I think there will be later. I could be wrong, because once again, I've been wrong about a lot of things. Yeah, all the colonies in this are entirely corporate funded, and it's really dodge, but also very believable, because that's how colonialism historically worked.
Watch out!
And also reminds me I need to finish playing the Outer Worlds.
Any minute. I don't know how much more I can take.
Although again, there are so many games I can say that about. Oh, okay, by the time I got there, it was always, yeah, sure.
It's over now.
Oh. And my Mako is here. Neat, I guess? Although it must be said, like, if the Mako can clearly teleport, why am I driving it? Okay, it's up. So I can use like some armatures. I'll have many.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak comm signal. I cannot pinpoint its location through the Geth interference.
This section feels very Halo. Something about the car combat on this, like, old, collapsing alien architecture. Extremely Halo, like.
More chatter, Commander
Halo
Shepard.
2?
I still can't get a fix on the
Halo 3.
location.
Any sign of movement? Elizabeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days.
I've only played Halo 3, I mean, I don't think I've seen Halo 2 being played. Which one is it where the final level is like you driving a warthog and shooting things while the Halo falls apart?
She's my daughter.
Is that 3?
I'll wait as long as I have to.
Like I said, I've played it, I should remember these things. What? Sorry, what? and then the Mako did a barrel roll. Just cuss. Please say somebody clipped that. What? Why is my squad button flashing? Have I leveled up again? Oh no, just wanted me to tell me that Liara's got better at things. As the time. Thank you. Speaking of ragdolls, look at him fly! My map says there are 2 more Geth here. I do not see it. Sure. Whatever.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
It's moving off. Right to the Exogeny headquarters.
It was like I'm fighting in a multi-story car park. Thank you. generating so many clips for this extremely serious space game. Got an achievement. Something.
You owe us for this. The Skyway's crawling with Geth. Package is secure. We're leaving now.
Wait, who owes who for this? I honestly don't know.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Having all this crosstalk and it's just labelled radio chatter. It's not that easy to follow. And my stream has been blessed by bad news for the first time. Truly a good day. Given the signal jamming and the occasional other things coming up on the radar, I feel like the fight should be harder than it
Resistance
is.
will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
Just take down all the ones I can from the car. Get out. Quick save. Quick save failed. Oh yeah, that's a red dot on my map, that's why. Cover. Right. Oh yeah, look how much smaller that reticle is now. This increase in accuracy is a good thing. Okay, now quick save. There's a locked door I can do something about. And if you see a locked door, you must immediately go there and pick it first. That's how all RPGs work. Because maybe there will be things.
Engaging target.
What target? Where? No. There's no target to engage, Liara. Once again, calm down. Nice. Upgrades could be a lot worse. Ah! Okay, pictured a lot worse. Although that said, once again, Liara carrying the team. And also very literally carrying the enemies. Tali, get up, Dakota. Tali?
All clear.
There we go. Did you just want me to come check on you? Am I not giving you enough attention? I'm quick saving. Right, which way are we meant to be going now? So that's that. That goes back there. We just drove it up here. No, we didn't drive it up there. That's... Okay. I want to be going back this way. Okay. I wish he had a minimap rather than a radar, I will say. But that's just me being unable to comprehend spaces. Well, this is glowy.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need another way in.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
A one-way trip down, Commander Shepard.
Well, YOLO, I guess.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
Another
It's
thing
an
we ran
indigenous
into a
life
little
form.
of in that server
Exogeny
is
was
this,
studying
and
it.
everyone's forgot.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth
So
laying
what you're
power
saying
cables
is you want me to
everywhere.
blow up the ship
You
with
could
a
follow those
bazooka.
cables, but
I'm sure
there's
I can do
Geth all
that.
over the place.
Alright, I'll look into it. Stay put until the field is down.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll just find a small hole to hide in until the field is down. Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
When you saw one set of footprints in the sand, that was Liara using biotics to lift you up and shoot you. Yeah, pretty much. Manny Baron, getting mobbed, bad times. Make them explode, protect charges, overload the shields they don't have. Cool.
Clear.
I like that Tali's delivering the all clear there, despite the fact that she was dead during it. Just like lying on the ground and then looks around. Oh good, guess we're done. Happy measure. So hot. Okay, so oh. Greetings, sir. You advertise more level.
Stupid machine!
Oh god, they have a Krogan.
Access encrypted files.
It's like as soon as you see a Krogan enemy, you hit quick save. That's how
I
it
don't
works.
want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your
I was going to
virtual
be
ass
unable to
into
comply.
actual
Thought it was
dust.
in progress. That's
Please
very
contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Wow, way to blow our cover, Alexa. Thank you, you're gonna actually take cover. Hope you don't like using guns, or biotics, or gravity. Bye.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging
thud.
of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of
Wow.
subject species 37.
Should you really be able to just say, what was that guy looking up, and it tells you? Like, yes, I've got official access, but still, that seems... Who am I kidding? These corporate hellscape colonies wouldn't actually have robust freedom of information protections, would they?
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
Or, like, opposite of freedom
I was
of
unable
data
to
protection,
provide the
that's
previous
word.
user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on Species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Surely it should be Zhu's Hope, there's an H there. Zhu. It's not that hard a consonant to manage, come on guys.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
I like how it phrases that as displays sentient behaviour uncommon in other flora. Just the fact that the computers in this abandoned base felt the need to tell me that most plants aren't sentient. Just in case you didn't know.
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were
Of course they
getting
did.
infected?
That's how this
It
works.
was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
That explains their strange behavior.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
Okay, nothing else in here. Takes up the way through, I guess. Hello. Don't have shields. Thank you for very obligingly not having shields.
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
Indelicate perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
Wow. Of all the menacing and probably a bad idea like interact prompts I have, approach the glowing orb is right up there. I think I just leveled up though. I did. I only got 1 point for leveling up? Lame. Well, I can go to rifles again. I'm gonna quick save before I poke the glowing orb.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Okay, y'all are reading a lot into this one glowing orb. It could be almost anything, but you're a religious historian, so that's what you think it is. Academic bias, guys, that's the thing. Let's open this box instead, because I know what that is. Also, I kind of love the image of Shepard just moving away from gun-based diplomacy for a second to lecture people about academic bias. Woman contains multitudes. I mean, mostly multitudes of guns, but yeah, it's nice. We done? Good. Can't get through there. Nothing there. Stairs. Stairs imply progress. But then in theory so do elevators, and we've seen how well that works. I mean, more enemies definitely implies progress. 2 Krogans implies that I'm going to die. No, that Krogan's getting up here. Yeah. That's the thing when you're fighting Krogan, is they have a tendency to not stay down. Like, you'll reduce their health to 0 and then they'll get up here. Each of them can do that once. Which is annoying. Wow, that was tight. I don't think I actually deserved it. Thought there would be more here than the one chest. Do I have to backtrack already? Yes. I really tried to make a political intrigue game where you solve 90% of the problem with guns. Yep. Welcome to video games. Where we give you many options to accomplish things, but the main one is violence. Yeah, I'll take these up. I think that's where we're meant to go. And for once, I'm actually going where I'm meant to go. Open this box. Again, that was really close. There's a bunch of equipment I will never use. Whoop. And then I take cover. There's someone else over here, but I can't see them, so they're probably upstairs. I'll get to them in a sec. Yeah, I never finished New Vegas. Like, I played a lot of it, and then I just stopped. Which, again, I can say about many, many games. Mess this up. There, go. Whew. Confidential. The test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became volatile and recommend cutting off all further contact with the Nodocrux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. Apart from if they read this message, which I just solved by playing Frogger in 10 seconds. So is that a side quest in a different place? Yes, in the Maroon Sea cluster, which is a cluster I don't think we can go to before. That's exciting. Gotta have more side quests. Yeah, I get that way with so many open world
Same
games.
as
It's
before.
just like
We don't have the ordnance
so
to blow
much.
this claw. Let's keep looking.
Tully, are you okay? Has Rex infected you with the shooting architecture disease? You're dead. You're dead. There you go. They're all dead.
This is interesting, Commander Shepard. A containment lab of some kind.
It is an asset we lacked at the other claws. Dislodge even one claw and that ship will fall.
That seems like a bad system. Just saying. Maybe the Geth should build some redundancy into their system. I'm not a synthetic space engineer, but just saying. Ah! Ah well, I have so much text line. Geth invasion. According to data retrieved from this console, the Geth are preparing for a major offensive in Citadel space. If this information is accurate, they're amassing a significant force somewhere in the Armstrong Nebula. Okay, another side quest where I can go and shoot a lot of Geth. Here's a server node. Let's see if I can get more of a window on this one. Private log of Dr. Gomorrah. Is that a name? I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want the samples for, or why they wanted them delivered to the Metano system. My records show nothing of interest out there. Well, there's something of interest now. And yet, basically, if you're ever dealing with a paramilitary organisation whose name is something out of Greek myth, they're the bad guys. It's a very simple system I've got there, and it's basically never failed. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. Damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower, and the safety shut-off kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm in this thing. No, I'm sure I will use that. Ah, right, okay. So I need to get into that range, and then slam the door down to break the cable. So, what numbers do we have? We have a 5, we have a 7, we have a 17, 11, 13. So, it needs to be in the 31 to 34 range, so does 34 count for that? Can I just hit 17 twice? Ah. I can't hit more than one. So... if I want to make it 31, that's... no, that's too high. If I go... 13, 7, 11, yes, there we go. Slightly weirdly paced. But yeah, like I say, that one hook coming dislodged, breaking the whole thing, seems like a flawed system that they should maybe have built some more claws for. Putting that out there. Dear Geth, here's how to invade better.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander, talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
And hello to you too, Peter. And I guess I'm dead to you then, because I don't intend on romancing Garrus. I will be taking the queer options in 1 and 3 because they exist, and I might do one of the straight options in 2, I don't know, or I might go for the kind of side option that doesn't count as a full one, but is still the only queer content. No, you definitely cannot romance Garrus in this one. So, calm down is I guess where I'm going with that.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
No, I will be romancing Liara in this one because, as we all know, my brand is the big gay. Still, counts.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
It was crawling with Geth before and we sorted that out. Garrus's honorary gay. Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, like, I'm playing as a woman, so that seems difficult for sure. Queer femme Shep is the only Shepard, and this is just fact. I say that as if I didn't play this as a disaster gay male Shepard in my first run through all those many years ago. Wow, it just keeps on flagging things in the chat. For some reason, it would let people say gay but not the big gay, and trans but not very trans. Like, seriously, Twitch, what are you doing? Also, why did I not get that crate while I was down there? I've just gone totally the wrong way. We can only be queer in moderation, which, like, we say that as a joke, but that is exactly how corporations like people to be queer. You know, visibly, but not actively. Where am I meant to be going?
I doubt anyone's still alive in here. The Geth are very thorough.
Lesbians with rocket launchers are extremely valid, and you can clip that. Okay, yep. Good thing I didn't go down there before, because you literally can't. For a place that will be crawling with Geth in a moment. Where the Geth? Why is Shepard like slow motion running everywhere? Like the arms are pumping like this is the walk cycle for a much more energetic run than she's actually doing. Wait, no, this is the wrong way. Oh my god. Can I just... Liara, what are you doing? Move! I literally cannot get past you. I should want to get out of this building. Which way am I going? Is it this way? Oh, break a left here. Ah! Yes, some of these passages are just blending into the walls, which doesn't help. Insert bit of labyrinth here. And I'm back at the orb room. Anything new about the orb?
This structure seems to have
No,
significance
no, we'll
for
just
the Geth.
start talking
Is
about
it
our
possible they set up this room to serve
unfounded
as a
theories.
sacred temple of sorts?
Have I gone the wrong way again? Oh, I'm meant to be going that way?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Some thrilling viewing for all of you out there in Twitch land as I try and fail to exit the building. Okay, it's this way. Yeah, oh yes, because the field was up here before.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
Thank you for the Shepard pants.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
I like how I've decided that the Thorian is my business here, given that we were here to investigate the Geth attack, which does not, on its surface, have anything to do with the Thorian, but we're just like, well, it feels like there's plot here, let's do this.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian?
I have decided that the Geth want this, and that the orb room
it
is
does
the temple,
have unique mind control
and
capabilities.
Yeah. Once again,
That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
Once again, like, we make a lot of ridiculous logical leaps that are then presented as good because we were correct. But we're just lucky and the protagonist, I guess.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Cool, but you will get shot in the face instantly. A lot of people do that around me. Some of them I'm connected with. No comment. Although, you seem to have entirely disappeared from the world, which to be honest is a good way of avoiding getting shot in the face. Yes, I'm heading back to the car, aren't I? And I'm back to the Mako. Will it, like, remain on the floor this time? Signs point to no. god, just calm. Calm. And go forward. Just forward. Forward is all I need right now. In a minute I will also need you to shoot. Okay, now can I get you to actually shoot at what I'm pointing at is the next step. Thank you. And there we go. And not careen off the edge, because then we die. It is kind of a dirty trick expecting to to pilot the Mako down something that's less than a mile wide. Can't quick save, get too nearby. Or are they? See no Geth? Maybe they're below me. I'll turn around in a minute. Oh my god, usually I can steer this thing and then just... There's something about the geometry of this skyway that it just does not like at all. Who knows, maybe I should just be using the jump jets. Because they solve so many problems.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up?
Get away from that radio!
Hello, radio chatter.
What's that all about?
The Somerset chatters.
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
Okay, you want me to follow you? Should I get out? You okay down there? I'm gonna get out. You just kneeling behind a light? Cool. Hello, people of the underground.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with
How
this.
would I
Get
know?
her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Hold it right there, Commander.
My class is
This is an
literally
exogenic
infiltrating you.
project.
I think
I'm
I'd be
taking
more
control.
vaguely stealthy than this.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has. The Thorian.
The what?
I have decided.
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control.
I mean,
of the
again, I'm right,
colonists
but...
there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Oh hey, a blue option. Now that I can unlock every blue option in the game.
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Wow, that's certainly an
what are you
angle.
talking about?
It's not the angle I was expecting her to take. Shepard, you are a force unto yourself of weird takes. Did Shepard just write the codex herself? Is that why it's so strangely biased? It's the rambling thoughts of a woman with more guns than sense.
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well,
Sounds like it should be some kind of catchphrase
no one's
retort.
ever gone broke
And
playing the
add
champion
that
of
to your
humanity
company
card.
profile.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
Sure, that sounds like the kind of logical leap we do a lot on this ship.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done.
Saying come and talk to me before you leave implies that, like, you're going somewhere and I will have to come and find you and talk to you before I do things. Not that you will just continue to stand directly in front of me. Like, if this is all you were doing, you could have just kept talking to me.
I'm glad you've decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What'd you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Just nerve gas grenades. That's a much more sensible and humane way of doing this. Just nerve gas grenades. Why did I never think about that? Wow, today's been a thing. Combat drones and nerve gas. Yep.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly
Oh my god,
good
that's
idea.
an actually solid take.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
A reduced capacity concussion grenade might suit our needs.
It's not like they're nerve gas grenades, they're just insecticide grenades. And it's fine when you just get sprayed with insecticide, you know? I mean, I'll do it because it's the Paragon route here, but the fact that it's the Paragon route here raises more questions.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Grenades with the anti-thorium gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear.
I've also got a bunch of actual killing people stuff. But that's not what I want right now. Anti-thorium gas? I like how these are specifically designed to disable subjects infected by the thorium without killing them. Saying specifically designed is doing a lot of work there. It's just, we filled your grenades with some insecticide that we apparently had anyway, and it might work.
You shouldn't be wasting time. Deal with the thorium.
Look, I'm talking to everyone. Have you never played an RPG?
It's almost time, isn't it? Maybe we can free our friends after all. I have to help them. It's my fault this happened.
Perhaps. None of you have names, so I can't be bothered to talk to you. You don't look great.
Wonder if I should ask for their help.
You have a quest objective marker.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me.
Of course I do. That was a
bit of
quest
problem.
objective marker.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds shady. I'm into it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
Install the guns that we
It's
carry
not
everywhere.
that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at ExoGeni headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I'd appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Okay, so look out for his office, which we will know by. But for now, it's back over to the Mako. And when I say now, I am, of course, talking game now, not now on account of it's 5 o'clock, which means we're done for the day. This seems like a solid place to leave it, just chilling in this refugee camp that's partly on fire. Thanks for everyone for coming along and hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone who's stuck around to the end, and everyone who's followed. If you haven't already, following me lets you see when I'm streaming, but I'm on a fairly regular schedule, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, at 2 o'clock GMT, that's 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Am I streaming on Thursday this week? Yes, I will be back on Thursday. It's New Year's Eve, but I will be doing a like entirely non-festive stream of just more of this. Although really, how better to say goodbye to 2020 than throwing insecticide grenades at the infected victims of corporate medical experiments. You know, tradition. But yes, thank you everyone. If you found this stream, you know where to find me. But in any case, I'm here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Search Saracent on YouTube. I have a YouTube, and I am uploading the VODs of old streams. I think I'm up to part 4 on there. 3 or 4, one of the two. And more will be uploaded as I get the chance. No real schedule there, just, you know, subscribe and it'll tell you. Or the best place to look for any kind of announcements on what's going on with me, both in streaming and in just general life on the internet, is my Twitter at Waruce, that's WARUCE. And I think that is everything. So, I love you all. I will see you on Thursday. Goodbye.